we're about to get into map number 1, as picked by Fierce. Hopefully they've learned a few lessons from yesterday's upper bracket final. It was a 16-6 stomp, if I remember correctly, a 13-2 half that ended up going only to that 6th round for the Fierce side. They are starting things off on T, so with any luck they'll be able to get their site advantages as they try and set up with the utility. Double flash and smoke on Emin, smoke Molotov on KP. Fierce go quickly to flash their way into the mid position. The grand finals are about to begin with first blood being drawn by Luzza or Hype. He's looking for the headshot, spotting all the players into the mid position. It's all going to come down to Dom and Whisk. They hold it for us. The first blood has been drawn by Dom. Second headshot turns around for that third as Whisk comes through with a kill of his own. Fierce dismantled on the B-bomb side.
That is a start and a half there for Dom. 4 kills in the round. That is going to get him hype. That's going to get the rest of his team hype. And Fierce got to be scratching their head about how they've allowed that to happen. Should have been an immediate trade there as Dom stuck towards the box position, isolated from his teammates, but he just hits the headshot, hits it again. There's nothing you can do to stop that, really, as Fierce do go for the eco after they get that 1,900 bonus.
And the bomb not getting found, so it's not quite the way that they wanted it to go, but as you say, Eco coming out with a new economy game. It's been hard to slam. Certainly most teams playing and made it very obvious how they feel about it. 2-0 for Ferrari. Pico's going to be able to dominate very quickly in with the rifles now going into the rifle round. The AK's being brought down with Kevlar helmets. Pretty decent set of utility coming out. Double flash smokes on most players. Smoke Molotov on KP is opting to go with the more offensive setup. But so far not a kill being found on the Fierce side. Let's see if we can do something right here in the rifles. And the initial split default. I'm going to get dropped in towards the main positions of both bomb sites. You can see actually very aggressive from Molotov. KP is going to get forced back with a sheer aggression coming through from Whisk. And he's going to try to compete in that aggression. Ferrari Pickers might go extending a little bit further than this. And I think he hears those footsteps as well. Look at how far Whisk has gone. He's looking for any sign of the Fierce side. But so far not going to bite. Eventually they will get forced back, and KP's again going to hear these footsteps, going to realise that they have fallen away back to the B-bomb site.
Yeah, this is good early aggression for Fry Peakers, realising that they have a disadvantage in terms of weaponry in the round. They managed to force KP's off, and they've denied so much map control for Fierce right now. They have the information that possibly could be an A hit coming out, as there's no one towards B at the moment. But Fierce, they are going to go for the retake. Swaggy takes down Dom, and that is the B map control taken back for Fierce. Whisk just sitting towards the back checkers. One Molotov available for KP's if he wishes to clear that angle.
From Adam will get traded back, but for Zan, so Fierce are going to be able to keep control of the man advantage. Obviously, Dom, the most aggressive player in the server, been taken out. Whisk is back up down on the beat bomb site. It's all going to rest in the hands of Aussie. Back to headshot. Molotov onto position. He doesn't actually land it. Actually does. He takes one player down, but KP is quick on the trade, leaving it all on M points pro player. Luzza 1v3 with a FAMAS out to CT spawn, and a heck of a job to do here in the heaven position. The FAMAS trying my best to try and avoid as much as possible because he hasn't got any utility for this retake, so as much breathing room as possible. No defuse kit either, so he's not got a lot of time. He's got to act relatively quickly, have a look for the exits. Can see that round, or go for it right now. Hearing those footsteps on the bomb site. Can he find Swaggy? Yes, he can. He's not going to be able to do it. 2 kills for Swaggy to close out the first round for Fierce Esports. We're going to open things up with a rifle.
Yep, good job there by Fierce to retake B. They couldn't just go for the straight A hit because they had no idea how many players were towards B there. They retake it properly. Swaggy gets the entry onto Dom, and from there they just start to steamroll towards that B site. A buy should come out for the Ferrari Peakers. They did have pretty much just SMGs, and obviously the FAMAS on Luzza. Looks like some early aggression coming out towards a main possibly for them.
Adam looking for the flash peek in. Emin also ready for that flash peek. You can see he's facing the wall, so that way he won't get blinded at all. As is Fazan ready and waiting for it. Run entirely on this. He's going to flashbang as well, with Aussie dismantling the entire A site offensive. 2 versus 4. The T's crumbling to pieces, and now Hype and Cape is completely left alone. Hype going to peek with the bomb. He goes down. This round is over, but he still gets a good headshot on Luzza. It's not over, but Cape is trying to barely hold on towards the B bomb site. They already know where the bomb is, and Aussie on for a 3K. He might find it on Hype as he sees the bomb, sees the barrel, and sees the kill. It's all on KP. 1 versus 3, 60 seconds left. He can't even get the kill on the low HP player. Aussie going ham in this one. 4 kills for him, and a 3rd on the board for Ferrari Keepers.
Yep, another great start for Aussie. Seems to have a lot of these. Fierce though, just getting taken out in the Angels there. It's not like anyone was blinded, I mean, they just simply couldn't win the trade battle. A good job there by Aussie and Adam, who will shut down Fierce and actually reset them completely.
Tech9's PT50 Eagles coming back in for the T side, seeing a lot more of the Tech9 this land than we have as of late. And Fierce in this eco, going to try their best to keep players down. They get the first frag, not the second. Adam timing the kill very nicely for the reload for Zan. Looking for another headshot back in the AWP player of Luzza. No smoke for the cross. They're going to have to pick the player off, and they're going to do decent damage to keep him away. Tries to get the bomb across. But Hype will go falling to the position. The front hit is down. We're looking for one more man back towards the main position. The bomb is 3 versus 3, now 2 versus 3, and lots of damage done to the Ferrari Pika side. Fierce might not be out of the neck of the woods just yet.
Yeah, Laza does have that AWP, obviously the one shot. The problem is he's 3 HP, peeks out and any of these pistols and the M4 can take him down. A lovely shot by Dom there to take down FSAN, and they will go for this now. Possibly undoable if they didn't get that kill, but Evan will take down Dom, which means Laza has to go for the save.
To be honest, I'm surprised they didn't really call the save earlier. Obviously, the money's still happening, both teams down, and virtually no loss bonus. I'm not quite sure what the money line looks right now, but you can kind of see, yeah, a lot of investment came through from Ferrari Pikas, and the Fierce side will be able to bolster up, having only pistols into this round, winning it on what is essentially an eco. Lazar on 3 HP. Again, I'm surprised they didn't just call the save in earlier, get those rifles. They might try and force the buy, might try and drop a few rifles and SMGs here. Ferrari Pika's options are so much more limited now with just this AWP out. They're still going to force the issue. CZ's coming in. Aussie and Whisk of the 2 pistols for this one. A couple more rifles out as well. Actually, an SMG and a rifle with an MP9 and Adam and Dom. AK's the M4s right back in for Fierce, but Luzza takes the first face towards main and shuts the first man down. Cape is loving to go to the aggression towards the B-bomb site. Actually ends up paying for it here in round 6.
Yeah, but good job there by Ferrari Peakers, being the aggressive players here on Cash, making sure they're able to get that early pick, I should say, and hopefully secure themselves around. The problem is the weaponry not great for Ferrari Peakers. It's going to be hard to trade out. The player spotted on site there. 2 players on the A side, 1 towards highway as well. The quick rotate can come in if necessary. Fierce trying to bend away from the site. Swagger takes down Wing and comes in with the MP9. Still man advantage for Ferrari Peakers.
Bomb down, going to set up the retake. They've got the smoke towards the cross. A nice big gap left by M. Unfortunately, he takes control, but just decides to give it up from the CT side. Flashes in, does not see the manuals. Toxic barrels on Hype, pays the price for it. The bomb not planted for Emin either. As soon as he's in position, it's going to be around for Ferrari Pikas, regardless of that. The defuse getting tapped once, and Dom peeking out to take the kill. A team ace from Ferrari Pikas to get themselves up to 4 here. Fierce, unfortunately, just falling to pieces, peeking into the right positions at the right time, and Ferrari Pikas not missing a single shot, it seems.
Yeah, they are really hitting their shots, and that is their win condition. They need to win the Angels. They haven't got really anything else to fall back on. If they start losing because they can't frag, they've got some serious problems. Whereas Fierce may have some sort of tactical depths to fall back onto. Haven't really shown it here on Cash. It can be quite a hard map to sort of switch up what you want to do, but I'd like to see them sort of take mid-control more, go for these splits, stop just hitting the site, stop giving up those early picks.
Luzza tagged up initially into, where was it, the A-bomb site? Was that a nade thrown in by one of the T-side players? I'm not quite sure. They're limited on utility sets, and I think Swaggy and Hype have already used up their entire buy-down force. Still rifles coming in from the Fierce side, obviously just working off the bomb plant bonus plus whatever they had in the savings. Obviously the eco kind of helped them on that regard, so still a chance to fight back against Ferrari Pikas and try to force them down, as they are also running out of funds. It's a crucial round in round 7. Fierce play it carefully. Don't give up too much, Emin. Putting shots down range, not going to catch anyone. Instead, it's back to Aussie's position here on Shroud Boost. Boosted up by Adam. He gets towards the other side, so he can set up the crossfire. But just at the same time, the T side decided they're going to rotate away from A main, go towards mid and B instead.
Yeah, this is interesting for them. They are just going to go for that B hit. The problem with the CTs right now is they're both on site, and that can be easily made out. But there is actually a one body available for Fierce, clearly lacking that full utility, as it looks like they are going to go straight up immediately. It's being used well by the nice ball by Tommy, who tries to spray through to get the second. Swagging to go down. 5 versus 4. Unfortunately, Emin does catch out Dom, but do they realise there's another player in this site?
He denies the bomb plant for the first. Now this is coming back on the bomb site and drops in for the second of 4 versus 2 because they didn't get one. And now back up is here. And Cape is alone. Ferrari Pikas shut down Fierce Esports. And again, it all came down to that one mistake. They didn't check that corner. They cleared them out of the bomb site, assumed they'd be back towards Tree in Heaven. They were not. Whisk was there, and he capitalized on it and did not miss any of the kills he required. 5 on the board for Ferrari Peakers. Starting to look very, very similar to the way that Cash started playing out. Initially, it seemed like Ferrari Peakers gained the early advantage of CT health for their favor, and now Fierce starting to lose control of this one. Going to go 6-2 potentially before we even see another right here. It's Aussie just wants to taps on damage for the third, looking for it on Emin. And now backed up by Laza, the shorty. Not a good position for Fierce.
No, not at all. The armor they invested really isn't going to help out in this position. Capers obviously got no armor at all. The spray. He actually does get taken down by Emin. Oh, nice shot. Capers nearly gets Adam as well, dropped to just 1 HP. And look how low all 3 of them are as well. That must be so frustrating for Fierce.
Gonna give him the benefit of that, maybe to get those 1D shots. Just gonna rush it down for that first kill, unfortunately. Kind of had no choice in that regard, just didn't aim at the eagle right to get that frag. So a little bit of luck involved in that one, and so low HP again, as you say, frustrating for the Fierce side, the fact that they got so close, but with no cigar. 5 AKs now brought back down for these boys against the AWP. The AKs that were recovered from the CT side, the AWP back in for Lazza out towards the mid position, straight up towards the icebox, as he likes to do. Aussie, meanwhile, pushing into their A main area. Not going to catch the CT side going aggressive initially. Lazza to open things up by taking down FSAD. Now spots the second man across. Flashbang's not going to buy an opportunity to move back out. And takes him down as the swag is close as well. Expecting him. Peek slowly, sees the shadow and gets the third. Nothing that Fierce are going to be able to do about this. Lazza just going ham as he does, as expected. Ferrari Peakers 5v2 against the T-side.
That should have been intentional. I'm surprised it wasn't. As it is the 2 versus 2, but Whisk will close it out with a nice double kill. Ferrari Peakers 7-2. Fierce Esports looking defeated before it's really begun.
Yeah, and again, this is their best map. This is Cash. This is the one they lost to against Fierce last night in the upper bracket finals. You'd hope, again, that they took some notes on that one, but doesn't seem like they've had a chance to do so. A very, very similar outcome, 7-2. A tactical being taken by Fierce because they need it right now. Absolutely need to try and turn things around right here, otherwise this whole map could spiral out of control, and that could be the end of the series already. Remember, Ferrari Peakers, their map up already by default.
Yeah, I mean, they don't need any more advantages really in this situation. You need to step up on your map pick as well, show what you're capable of. I am a bit surprised that Cash was the first pick for Fierce, considering they haven't played 2-0 on it. They did get beaten already by Ferrari Peak in quite a convincing fashion as well. I think they were just a bit upset about the nuke being banned. They would have loved to play that, obviously. No way Ferrari Peakers wants to go there. You'll have to see, though. But it's not over yet here on Cash. They just need to show us something. Try and split somewhere. Try and take the mid control. Shut down Lazza. Don't let him get himself into that confident mood where he's able to just take every single peak. And then maybe we can get something done here on Cash.
Take a look at the stat line right now. So Aussie and Dom, top performers in the server, both on double digits here at the 10th round. There's ADR numbers as well. It's actually Aussie, man, hitting the 100 marker. Unfortunately, the same can't be said for that T side again. They're lacking in those numbers, not being able to perform as much as they want to, I think. Yeah, in fact, the top fragger of that T side is not as high as the bottom fragger of the C side, which from a performance standpoint is never ever a good thing if you are any side, no matter, let alone the T side of Cash. This is supposed to be Fierce's advantage. This is the part where they should be able to dominate, they should be able to take down the Ferrari Peakers. And right now, as I said, they are struggling with just Tech 9 on FSAD. 2 P250s, 2 Ds to back it up. Lazza already covering off the mid position from Highway. Taking Evan, taking his head off his shoulders. Aussie gets one, Lazza back. Adam towards mid, drops the bomb, that's round over. AK is surely no way of recovering this. We'll get Lazza at least grab an AK. Try to put some more damage on the board here for this T side, but no chance of a round victory.
Yep, he could possibly even try and save the AWP that is down towards Quadra, get it out of the map, so Ferrari Peaks aren't able to pick it up, and that's exactly what he's going to do. Not going to affect Ferrari Peaks too much, as Lazza can just buy it straight out in the next round, but still take some money out of the economy for I suppose that's a bit of a consolation prize at this point. 8-2 now, Whisk will finish it off there. Not looking good for Fierce at all, really.
Yeah, I've just lost that CT half to the Ferrari peak of Swaz, so best case scenario at this stage is 8-7. And going into that CT side, remember, that's where Ferrari peakers on that second half were able to dominate Fierce Esports truly. Obviously, Cash being T-sided tend to lean towards more of the firepower elements of the squad. Ferrari peakers really talked about how they are a mix, essentially, of some of the best talents in the UK. There's no way Fierce can match them on firepower. They've got to try and do something here in the first half. Boost coming in from Dom as he tries to out-position them. Already Swag is ready for it, but moving in, he might not have to account for them. He's going to have to move in towards the main position. When does Dom time this right? The bomb will be spotted by him. If he can get that control, that part of the map right there towards A long, then there's a chance that Fierce might not even be able to get onto the bomb site, let alone get anything done. He's hearing those footsteps as well below. He knows what's up. We're going to hear those flashbangs. Going to see him from Luzza. He takes down Swaggy as the first phase comes through, and now Dom starts to wrap up for the backstab. He's still waiting for any information he can find here. 60 seconds left for the Fierce side. They're going to get bracketed in and pressured into pushing.
Yep. A man disadvantage as well. It's going to be so hard to break any of these sites. I believe that is whisked towards the back. Checkers as well. Loves to play this angle. Great crossfire set up for them. Dom on the boost catches one. And it's Evan to go down. Coming out from Fierce. The problem is they don't have the number to really take it at the moment. And Ferrari Beaker's free in mid for them. K-Pids trying to push into Checkers here, but will be surprised to know that the crossfire setup should be able to take him down.
Right, back K-Pids. Adam, here we go. 3 versus 3. They just have to deal with Wisp back. Checkers, and indeed he does. Doubling down for the double kill. Finally, K-Pids showing up. Now the bomb site is on the T side favor. Got to fend off the retake coming through from Aussie and Luzza. They can go for this. They've got money. If they lose out on this round, still get a decent force back in on the next Molotov. I think it was missed from Aussie, but Love's still going to put the Molotov in and the nade on the F-Sam. Moving up to 37 HP, and he's going to take advantage of that. KP is fragging back for the triple kills, all on Luzza. Again, no utility, but with a defuse kit this time from the Heaven area, tapping away with a P250, trying to find someone here from that T side, but he's got to go now, moving straight down into Hell. They hear him, flashbangs over, going to face on KP, takes him down, knows what the second man is, trying to clutch it out, but Hype's got to stall for time. Luzza's got to stick the whole defuse, and nothing but the defuse, 4 seconds. Hype's going to move forward, up shot, takes the man down. And there we go, Fierce, finally going to get that third on the board.
Yeah, a great individual play there by Capers. He realises that Adam, there's no way no one's holding B main. If he's holding vents towards mid, that's got to mean someone else is in Checkers as well. And Dia does get a double kill in Checkers, and that basically secures around Fierce Esports. 3 on the board for them. Now, a Glil does come out from Evan, but he sacrificed that for the utility. Still a good buy for Ferrari Beakers.
I love it, already playing around the boost spot. There's probably going to play contention for both Fierce and Ferrari Peakers, and Luzza trying to take it away. The flashbangs come over. Just get fully blind, and Swaggy uses the chance to peek and shut him down. Opening frag for Fierce, and again, such a crucial opening frag as well. This AWP has done wonders for this CT side so far in this half. Still only a few more rounds to go, and Ferrari Peakers still with a decent chance to run away with a massive lead. Fierce Esports need to bring this back. Afsan has taken damage to the Molotovs here towards the boost spot again. Ferrari Peak is going to continue to challenge for it, and also towards main. Adam going to look for the boost back up once again. Aussie tried to play his position a few rounds ago, but Fierce Esports did not go towards that A-bomb side. Looks like they're going to go this time into the highway position. Swaggy will move towards the cross. Will he spot the man here? Does catch a bit of vision and takes the shot, but missing entirely towards Toxic Barrels. Now looking onto the boost spot. He expects Aussie to be here, and he shuts him down. Now looks back in for Adam, but Adam takes it out. Looks for his backup in Hype, but Hype is able to get the trade frag, and that should be enough to win Fierce. The round Ferrari Beakers already not even going to consider going for this. This is a 4th for the T side.
Yeah, brilliant stuff there from Fierce. The flash into mid was actually perfect for what angle Luzza was playing. He loves to play that angle in mid as well. He likes to get on top of the white box, just hold towards boost. It's an easy angle to take for an AWPer, but you get flashed off there and you will be killed. And that is good. Again, from Fierce, realising that Aussie, he goes up there quite a lot. I've seen every cash game, he's been up there at least sort of 4 times on that CT side, becoming a little bit too predictable. So he just comes up, clears the angle, and then Fierce able to close out that A site and now close the round. Ferrari Peakers having to go for the save. The economy not looking great for them as well.
Tom goes down. This is a pretty crucial pickup for the T side. He is traded. I'm going to go for the AK. He realises that T side might just be tripping up, and all 3 players are. So just backing off, knowing he did enough to keep the economy modest on that T side, knowing that you keep the rifle in play means that Ferrari Peakers can force the issue, still got a little bit of cash to work with. 1 UMP out on Loza. But 4 M4s for Ferrari Pika. This is more than good enough for the team side. Fierce go back in with the AWP, the 4 AKs. But he calls. I'm going to take the boost position. That's Loza actually might try and find an advanced angle as the Molotov completely gets whiffed on the Fierce side. More one force down as a bit of back in the position to cover off a Z connector. Loza going to hear that scope in and know that he's out here. A close player is taken. AWP to open things up. Dom to take height back. Loza still in a pretty contagious position. Seeing one player spray onto the F-San spot to AWP as well as he gets this kill. It's crucial, but Swaggy just turns on and saves his own life.
A good mid-fight there by Ferrari Pika, who's just not able to trade it out. Needed to be a kill coming from that highway player there, but he was just taken out by Swaggy. Quickly there, straight up Molotov to give away his position and smoke towards cross. There is going to be a gap in that if he wants to try and abuse that, but Fierce playing slowly. Emin, very low damage, and this should be a double trade out. He doesn't get the second kill though. Cape is able to trade his teammate out, but Whisk in a good advanced position here. He's not able to stop the bomb just yet. He does get the kill into Cape's 1 versus 1.
Molotov perfectly placed. He's going to force the peek from Swaggy. Whisk a 1 versus 2 perfectly played from the CT player, and a round that Ferrari Pika's had absolutely no business in winning is won thanks to some very unreadable risks. Again, Aussie for a start getting close up to the smoke itself. The gap being left by the Fierce side is a major mistake. They didn't counteract it. They didn't expect it to be there. That was a kill that pretty much set up Whisk for the 1 versus 2. And again, isolated 1v1s, 2 different positions on the bomb site, and the Molotov reading exactly where the second player was. Again, Ferrari Pika's no business winning that round, but they still take it, and they get themselves back in 9-4, extending their lead, taking as much away from Fierce as possible. And again, Fierce, they're down to a force by Tech 9 on 1. 4 AKs back out. The AWP is not in play from Swaggy. Meanwhile, on the CT side by Loza, he's back in with the big green gun, and he wants to start putting some bullets to heads.
Yeah, but Fierce, they don't realise that information's been taken by Ferrari Pika's Loza, just peeking towards B, holding the angle as the execute does come out onto the A side. Now, they are going to have to go in. This many players here, though, the kills just going either way, and it will be the advantage to Fierce after F-San takes down Aussie. Whisk on the other side. This smoke may try and go through it to stop the bomb plant, but it is planted. Default is pushing through. Evan down 2 versus 2 once again, as now F-San has to try and win out height versus Loza now.
Close split, facing back towards the cross. Knows that Hype's here. Hype's going to go around the other side towards the red box. Loza has no idea about this. And Hype wins out. 1 player staying alive in the entire server. Fierce going to be able to reset Ferrari Pika's back to that one. But again, we're aggressing this T side. Fierce don't do well with CT aggression, it seems. There's 2 rounds in a row where they've been shut down and nearly lost the round in this last case to the aggression of that CT side. And Whisk, we won't be able to get the 10th round for Ferrari Pika's, but they have got a force buy out to try to see if they can do so. It's the last round of the half. As Fierce look to go to 9-6, a respectable score. Not a great score on the side. Emin already just wants to shut them down straight in against Adam C's. The CZ players below also wearing here, and leave the shot coming in from Whisk. That's enough. That should be able to buy Fierce enough information to try and pick the mid position appropriately.
Yeah, but gets the kill on Aussie there. Emin will finish off Whisk's Capers in the meantime. Takes down Dom Loza. 1 versus 5 with the 5-7. And it will not be 9-6 half by Fierce. They started to bring it back. Ferrari did look undefeatable at some point, but they've started to lose that a little bit.
Yeah, another 9-6 half. This time much closer than yesterday's cash map. But it all rests in the CT side for the Fierce side. Again, to remind the folks at home who are just joining us, this is Fierce's map pick. This is where everything needs to go right. They've let the T side go awry, and Ferrari Pika's major advantage in the firepower. They're going to go towards the B bomb site, and Fierce actually going to kind of read this 3-2 split, leaving mid entirely open and getting set up with the aggressive angles. Ferrari Pika's realizing that they might have figured out a counter to this. They may have been able to read it, as they kind of played this yesterday on the start of their T, so they're a much more aggressive style. This time it's much more slow, much more methodical. much more defense. Swaggy still has the open face. He's taken down first. KP lets them all pass. Whipping all his shots. One headshot. Trying to see if he can hold down Lotto with a trade. And Hype back towards Checker's corner. Headshot to Lance. He gets the first man. If he can take the second, he buys a chance for the fierce side. And indeed he does. The bomb will go down. But one player is well out of the bomb site. And Dom is isolated. The CT's on the fierce side. A good chance at a retake.
Yeah, this is interesting decision making from Loza. He's going to try and go for the vent flank. I believe it would be unexpected, but Dom needs to find something on the side to make it good. He'll find 2 kills.
No
He'll
way!
find the third.
Oh my god, Dom! Absolutely insane aim from the Glock. You don't need a vent flank. Oh, I've lost my voice today. 10-6. What a massive, massive round from the Ferrari Pika side. I mean, what more do you say other than that? Fierce, absolutely stunned by Dom the Don, essentially. Without the pistols, looking for 11-6, looking for the round for the next one. FSAM will take one back, at very least start things off on the right foot for the CT side in this round, but I can see it very easily getting recovered.
Yeah, but it should easily be recovered really by the Ferrari Pika side. And there we go, it is already a 4 versus 4. The B side pretty much open for Fizz, but it will be a mass rotate over to that site. Hype with the 5-7 play in the angle, damage, and he will get so much damage done. He actually finds 2 kills here. Can he find anything more from Heaven? Whisk gets a bit low, but Hype doesn't know where they're coming from. Still possibly doable for FSAN. Is he able to pick up a weapon? Whisk on 5 HP as well.
Find the one angle. Finds the UMP. Good shout on this one. Just got to give up no information. Got to try and find a way to get to this bomb site without them realising Ferrari Pikas. Move forward. And they spot him. Head will roll. It's 11-6. Damage being done by the fierce side. Again, with those pistols, they can be happy. It wasn't a force buy. It wasn't a force buy at all. No Kevlar, no utility. Just those upgrades. They'll get the M4s out for it. Limited on the utility sets for the most part, but that's fine. Flashes, smokes, Molotovs back in from the CT side. Map 10 on Adam. AK's out for everybody else. Ferrari Pika's going aggressive once again. Adam into the lead bomb site. Everyone else up towards the lead line. And then he might end up going for the flash base. Starts back towards the mid. Boost up, Dom and Co. Moving forward. Stan does challenge one and does do damage on towards Aussie. Slazzo touch raw first blood in this round. He takes down Swag, and they're looking to ice at the B-site players. Backed up, there's more players towards the checkers area. KP is dead. It all rests in the hands of Hype. Drops the first, drops the second. This is nice. Back to evens once again. Fierce going to rotate. Try to see if they can defend the B-bomb site and possibly go for the retake.
Yeah, that double kill as well forces Lars out of Heaven. He realised the rotates are coming in. He's actually just sitting in the left corner though, and that is very checked, but they do know he was in Heaven at some point, so it's possible they may decide to go for it. Still going to be a double peek coming out of Heaven. I believe Evan in CT, mid Molotov towards default to flush those players out, as now he's forced into the back triple place. So, holding it. Nice headshot on FSAN as well. He will come down 10% as well as West goes down. Hype does get one, but will it be enough? I don't think it will.
Close against Dom. Diffuse kit, 22 HP, no smoke. We'll take him down, stick the whole thing. Luz is on the other side. He was stuck with it now. He would have been able to win, but no idea where Luzzer is. 4 kills for the man on the T side. Will put the 12th on the board for Ferrari Pikas. We did say this would be the part where they start to run away with it, and right now that's looking more closer to the truth.
Yeah, Fierce really need to answer back quickly now. It's looking like the start of the T half for them that they had, where it was just Ferrari Pikas the entire way, and this is not the confidence that Fierce need when you're already a map down, and there could be a second or third map actually coming out quicker than expected. A nice deagle shot there by Swaggy, and a nice pistol headshot from FSAN as well. 5 versus 3 early into the round.
He's coming back. No, Fierce are going to be on a decent position at the very least with these pistols. Again, doing damage with the Deagles, the 5.7s, the CZs. 3 AKs from the T side. Still here towards Open up the vents, give a little bit of information away, and start to drop down. There's 2 CTs here. Hype, 5-7, he's played this well before. He can't get, well, he does get the dink, but he can't get the kill. Sets up Emin for a decent peak position, but the smoke's down. Small gap. Here's the footstep, going to start peeking. We try nice to pop up right now. This is possible. He misses all the shots. Turns back around towards the headshot position, but can't seem to get the job done. Again, it's Fzan looking in towards the instinct, but can't get the kill on Luzzer. 8 HP, he stays alive, and Ferrari Peakers are on their 13th. Only 3 away from winning Fierce's map pick here. Rory, this is really starting to look dire again. This is exactly how Cash played out yesterday, and I fear the worst for the Fierce side.
Yep, and that is, well, I think a justified emotion there. Feeling a bit afraid for the Fierce Esports side. I'm quite afraid of how good Ferrari Peakers are playing right now as well. All of these players just flying on. The position is a one and done. He gets burst out. Wish gets digged down. The smoke will go to the cross, and that is the A site taken by Ferrari Peakers. A decent nade, not really good enough to get anything else done. As Ferrari Peakers have full, complete site control.
4v4 flanking coming from Adam. They have got 1 player set to cover it off. Or do they? Got to keep their eye on Hype's angle. He's going to move them with the rest of the main CT side force. They go for the retake now. It's all on Whiskey towards the forklift area. Loic burning alive to K-Piz. And look at the flank coming from Adam. He can shut this whole thing down, but Fzan's going to get shut down by Luzzer. Close to these positions as they start getting the sprays, and nothing comes by. But K-Piz with another collateral, looking for another 4K to save Fierce in this matchup and in the Cash map.
That is unbelievable from K-Piz. He gets a little bit luck of them lining up, but he managed to close it out as well. The flank looked to end it, but K-Piz says no, gets the collateral, and I believe Luzzer and Dom took towards COD there. And it is just so easy for him in the situation. It felt like he was on fire, and that should give confidence to Fierce. Now, let's do this, boys. Let's go. Continue on, and let's take this map.
Ferrari Peakers forced down by quite the amount now here. 1 AWP, 2 UKCSGO and Tech9. They still try and go for the mid presence. They get given up for the most part by the CT side. They've left 2 players here, 1 towards Sandbags, 1 towards Icebox, challenging for that control. I believe that was a spray shot coming in from Emin against the player on the boost, but that was Ozzy. Ozzy is actually the first man down. They face frags, they find his fit. Looking much better here on the CT side as they turn out to the pistols. Still get the frags. 5 versus 2 for Adam and Dom. Get a trade back with the AK, but loses so much for it. This is tradable, and indeed it does get traded. Adam left alone to clutch this. This should be 8 now for the CT squad.
Yep, it certainly should be, but Adam still in this run at the moment. He still has an AK, and there's still 4 heads to find if he can go and take them down. That's his choice. He does get one onto Hype as well. An interesting boost to boost up there. K-Piz below the vents. Will get taken down. Another round to the board for Fierce. Adam had the confidence, but he's not able to close it out. Ferrari Peakers still quite a way ahead.
This is the start of the comeback for Fierce. It was a little bit further away only a couple of rounds ago. Now within 5, and Eco put them within 4 for Ferrari Peakers. Fierce can lock this down on CT side. Again, it's a good chance here in this map up. They've already done better than they did in the earlier matchup. Let's see if they can carry it through to a victory. Again, Ferrari Peakers only need playing at the first ball, but not too much because the cleanup will come through from the rest of the Eco players. The rest of the frags are successfully found. Zan takes control and is going to be able to double down for, actually, triple kill, excuse me. 9 on the board for Fierce against the rifle by Ferrari Peakers. Again, this is where things get difficult, but they've proven their worth on CT side.
This round could be quite consequential depending on who gets it. Fierce, they'd go up to 10, possibly put Ferrari Peakers into a low economy buy once again, allows them possibly 11th, and it's only 2 rounds in between. But if Ferrari Peakers take this round, that will be 14, possibly even match point depending on the buy. For Fierce, they're not in a great economical situation. It's not awful, but it could be reset quite easily.
Yeah, and that is the key thing as well. Can we bring up the economies of both sides? There we go. That's what I wanted to see for the most part. Fierce have a lot of saving, and that's a pretty good thing as well, because they can force the issue back. Ferrari Peakers obviously hampering for cash, and they can get a lot of damage done in this next round. $100 and $150 amounts is the best they've got. Fierce win this one, put themselves in a better position. They lose this, they win the next, they put themselves into a much better position than that. Look at the boost. This is once again going to become a key point of the map right now. That's going to catch it off. Look back in with a second headshot. Can't quite get it. Aussie will trade in, but Fierce are going to fall with the frag on. Use part Whisk will trade him back to the secondary, and he does turn it back to the favour of the Ferrari Peakers. Fierce not looking good here. They still managed to get the good opening frags, and the trades initially go in their favour, but now it's a 3v2. The retake coming through.
Yeah, Whisk just the aim towards the highway, but he did. Whisk pushes through, takes down one, and that is K-Piz. In the 1 versus 3 does get Adam, but it is not good enough. Ferrari Peak is now 1 away from match point.
Again, Fierce, as I was saying, they're in a much better position potentially here. This is where the risk comes in. They have to win this next round. They've got the double orbs out. They need to win this to reset that T side. Bring Ferrari Peakers back to basics on that money line again. They've invested so much that they had only 2 players come out of that last round alive. UMP still out for Adam. Again, they're still quite low, better than the last round, but not enough to try and get a full-blown buy if Fierce win here. A player on the defaults, bomb into Squeaky. Swaggy with the AWP. I think he's already given up his position because there was some shots ringing out earlier on that A-bomb site. Doesn't know that they're here. He's backed up by F-San. And 1 player holding the mid position, that's K-Piz with his AWP. Going towards the main area, they're going to split into the A-bomb site, it seems. Very, very slow around for Ferrari because they know how crucial this is. They do not want to mess this up. Here comes the first phase. Swaggy up for a frag. Are they going to shoulder bait it? No, they're just going to put the flashbang in. Try to force the issue. Here comes the push.
Yeah, this is going to be difficult for Swaggy to hold off. He pulls out his nades as well, but F-San doing so well. K-Piz and Swaggy get one each.
Oh!
Swaggy, another one, so clean with the AWP. Emin will finish it off in mid, and the reset does come out.
And this is exactly what the Fierce side wanted. Now there's nothing for Ferrari Peakers to worry with. They might have to resort to an eco here, potentially a double eco after the fact. $1,900 doesn't quite line up for every single player. A little bit of investment coming through, but it will be an eco. Tech 9 is the best thing that they've got in the server for Ferrari Peakers. The Eagle is actually coming out from Dom and a P250. I saw it in the mixture before we went away. This is the best thing that they've got right now. It's hype in first. Shots ringing through from those pistols. They give away a little bit of information. Made perfectly placed. Actually, just a little bit too shallow. Doesn't matter too much because the first player goes to the favour. On Hype's angle, kill. Does get 1 more frag for trading. Doesn't even happen there. Triple kill for Hype. 3 kills, 11 rounds on the board for the CT side. They're within 3 now. The comeback is certainly on Dream.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely fierce. They looked sort of out it in the first half, then they came back at the start of this half as well. They sort of looked out of it, and now they're coming back again. This game is still so winnable for them. They just need to make sure that they keep themselves solid. They need to hit their shots. Taking map control is going to be important here as well. Denying as much information and playability for Ferrari Peakers.
Again, that double eco, half buy on the pistols. Swaggy missing the first AWP shot. Catches Adam in the shoulder again, trying to go for the wall bang. Flashbang in from the CT side will allow him to pick up. This is the flick, still got the PT50. He knows he's low. He's seen the blood on the back wall. It's all just down to timing. It's all just down to whether Adam can take his pick. Lazza actually peeks up with a deal, and Swaggy's not ready for this. Ferrari peeks up for a secondary frag potentially for Sam. Towards cross, flashbang out entirely. Doesn't get nothing more damage done, but Lazza is going back to the hands of Ozzy. What can you do? Damage coming through. Emin low on the dig, and they're turning this back around. Not like this. Fierce on the half buy. I'm going to lose it. K-Piz 1 versus 4. Might have to consider the save, but this will be match point for Ferrari because if he lets it go.
It's just poorly played by Fish. All trying to take the Angels, just getting out-peaked by the pistols as well. Ferrari Peakers not wanting to go for anything here. They just need to play the time. They don't need to go for any... not sure he hit him. Did he hit him through the wall there?
I think he just tagged him.
Yeah, unfortunately it will not be enough for K-Piz to go for the round, and that is match point for Ferrari Peakers.
Map point for Ferrari Peakers.
Yes, map point, sorry.
But certainly a crucial map in this series. Fierce. 4 rounds to come back to overtime. They put so much behind this CT half, and they've just been able to bring this back to a close scoreline again. The 4 to go to OT in their map pick. Of course, they're going to buy up. Of course, they're going to get the double AWP out on him in a triple AWP. Okay, this is risky. This is very, very risky from the Fierce. So it looks like a miss by actually. They're going to throw that one away, get another rifle back in on Hype's position. And the Fierce side go onto battle. A breath exhaled from the earth. One goal in sight. Chapins almost opened it up right there. Couldn't quite finish the job on Adam. A leg shot was good enough, but I think back down on the don't know they've got him. They know that now, Harrow.
Yeah, a good job there by Afsan and Swaggy, possibly hearing steps towards main, so they just decide to start spamming it. Swaggy, now that the smoke is faded, will go for the jump spot. It looks like Ferrari Peakers do want to head towards that A site. Luckily, Swaggy spotted him there. Lazar wasn't ready for that, and the nades come out onto this A site.
Afsan here towards the door. Information when the squeaky door opens, going to hear them out towards main as well. The bomb rotating as well. It's a slow peak. He's starting to get a little bit overzealous, trying to get towards that main position. Flashbang over as the boost spot is in control of Ferrari Peakers. No mid control from Fierce. So Hype goes back towards that B bomb, so expecting it to be a hit. There's no one covering the highway position. I'm not sure Swaggy's looking this way. He is. Okay, that's good. So they do have all their bases covered here for the Fierce side. The vents, I don't think are popped either, so I have information as they run boost their way in. Emin spots them and gets the follow-up frag. Whisk now down. 3 versus 5 and 35 left on the board. Frank come through. Swaggy's looked away from highway though. Keep your eye on Adam. How he's going to play this. He's going to be able to get the backstep. 1 kill, 2 kills. Recovered. He's on for the 3K. Emin forced back to the corner, hearing footsteps to his left, but Capis follows up with a frag. Finally takes the highway player down and gets a second on Lazar. Dom left alone in a 1v3 to get the bomb plant. Takes out Nathan, and they line up for him, but he can't get the job done. Another reset. Fierce are staying alive here in round number 28.
I just want to point out what a half Capers has had. He had quite a poor start, but he's come back. He's been so consistent with that AWP. He's really stood out for the Fierce Esports side. I believe he's actually the in-game leader as well, when, you know, you don't see that quite often. Those fragging out, it is quite hard when you're trying to call one, especially in a tense situation. It can be hard as an IGL to frag out, but Ferrari Peakers are on a force buy here, which could allow Fierce even further back into this game.
Lazar, AWP, very, very good at his angles. This angle in particular is such a hard one to hit as well from the CT side. If Emin peeks around for this, he's going to get absolutely bodied. Let's go down, tries to gain some control of the mid position. Knows that boost spot is still a contentious point. He's not going to go overzealous for that one as a result. Lazar's just going to set up the smoke, make sure that he can't peek in as the main T side force moves in towards the A side. It's Swaggy and Afsan ready for the flashbangs to come through. Swaggy going to try to fade it. Afsan gets the first one, not quite the second. Swaggy was playing back, but he's not going to last for long. 3 versus 3. AWP shot from him, and a crucial shot missing, and can't seem to find anybody else. The bomb will get planted. This is still doable for Ferrari Peakers. They're tagged up for the 3 versus 3 on the A bomb site, and CT's trying to still get themselves set up here. 5 seconds, 10 seconds into the bomb plant itself. It's Aussie rotating back in with Adam. 2 players on a very similar position, and Mac 10 in particular is the main issue right here. Emin takes down 1. Lazar gets him right back. Looks back in for the second. Takes one on the leg shot. They're forcing Fierce back. They're playing scared. They finally take the man down, but Adam's just all the time. He takes the first. Now got to hold off against Capers right around the corner on top of the red box. Looking for the 1 kill he needs. There for enough time anyway. It's 16 to 12, and Ferrari Peakers at the very last hurdle close out map number 1. And Fierce, this was their pick. This was the map they needed to win. Suddenly, it's all just gone awry.